Okay, now that you've had a chance to make a blocky character and even learn a little something about animating it, it's time to go ahead and have some fun and play around and make your own blocky character. So here, first off, how about Blocky? Why don't you just come on out, Fred? Here's Fred that we'd made before, and so you know all about him. But let me just show you a few more. Here's another one that's just like Fred, just maybe a little bit different in that I've just taken and colored the polygons, with a multi-sub object. So his mouth doesn't open. Oh well. Here's another idea that's sort of a different twist on it. So you know how in these guys we use the capsules, and that worked pretty good for just making that rounded joint. And so this one here, instead of that, I've just got cylinders, just regular old cylinders, and but I've used spheres to make the joints with, so that works just fine too. And here's the guy, he's a little bit more creative. And so here what I've done is, remember when we made the chair, and hopefully you've practiced on your My scene, doing stuff like that, where we combined objects. So you can see that his head is just one object. And what it was is I just took a sphere and I pushed and pulled around the sphere a little bit. See if we can get the element going on here. Yeah. So here's the sphere element. Like I say, I just kind of pushed and pulled on that to make the shape. And then here was I think this was a chamfered cylinder, and just pushed and pulled on that one. The nose was a capsule, I think, and then the lips also, those were capsules that were just kind of long and drawn out and everything. And so, anywho, then what I did is I just attached them, just like we did with, let's see, which one was it that we did that one? Yeah, it was the chair legs. Remember on that one where we just attached it? So it's the same kind of thing, where you have something selected, you come down here, say attach, you can attach something else to it, whatever that is. I'm not going to attach my shoulders now. And that's how I did it. Easy peasy. And, he's nice too because his mouth does open and close. I think what I had to do with that was something kind of special. So if you really want to get into this, I can help you out with it. But what it was is that it wouldn't work exactly right, I don't think. Let's just give it a test real quick. Let's take this, shift copy it on over here. So it's back closed again. And I'm going to take my vertice, and let's see here. What if I was to just go like this here and say soft select, use soft select, and if I was to just go up and down, it would just move the face around, but I'm going to use that edge faces, and that is working on him. That works fine. What I want to see is, you can go way inside these things. If you're in the perspective view, you got to be in the perspective view, otherwise it doesn't work. I just wanted to see. Yeah. Okay. So what it is to make this work is I attached the vertices. Okay. What do I mean by that? Let's go back to a home view. Okay. So what it was is you can attach vertices. And so I'm going to turn off my soft select. So let's say I want to take this vertex here, and I'm going to control click this vertex here. See, I've got two vertices attached. And if I look over here, I'm going to roll up soft select. You will see that it says two vertices. See right here, here's our normal sort of thing we're used to. You come on down. Two vertices selected. If I had a whole bunch of vertices selected, then we'd see that whole bunch of vertices selected. But back to just the two. Okay, so there they are, my two vertices. And I come on down here, down, 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 to where it says weld. And I can just say, okay, I've got those two selected. I'm going to weld those. And it says no vertices within weld threshold. Okay, what that means is that they're too far apart. It won't let you do it. That's okay. We can change that over here. So if I was to just go way up, like right now, it's like at 0.1 inch. So only things that are like really close to each other. But instead, I'm just going to go like 1 foot. Okay, so like basically anything. And I'll say select, and you'll see how those came together. And so it made less polygons here as it collapsed that. Anyways, and so what I had to do in order to use these edge faces here when I was using my soft select, undo that by the way, if I hadn't had stitched it together, see right here, you can see it right here and here and here and here. If I hadn't taken those vertices and attached those, then it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So anyways, if you have any trouble with that, ask me, but it really was not that hard to do. Like I say, you just select a couple of vertices, you use that weld right down here where it says weld selected, and anyways, you can put those together. So that way I was able to add those things to his face and still have it work. Okay, easy enough. And his body, well, you know, I was just screwing around with that a little bit. So for instance, just taking and selecting this guy here. Oh, let's see here. We'll isolate it. Can we isolate that leg? Yeah, there it is. And, you know, just using my soft select at various places and in various ways to push and pull things around, give him kind of a fat leg. So that was easy enough. So that's that guy over here. This guy over here, so instead of giving him shoulders in the same way that we had given things shoulders before, I just took and I just stretched it out a little bit here. You know, you could probably kind of see how I did that here. Once again, just using soft select. And just, you know, moving it around and gave him some shoulders, you know, just so that it hid the joint right here. That was the important thing. You know, the reason why this works is because this arm and this body are the same color. That's why it works. You know, once again, these blocky characters are super simplistic. We'll get into the other characters in a little bit. But, you know, the thing is that I can be really creative. So let's say I was doing one of the fairy tales that you guys might be doing later on, and you wanted a big bad wolf. Well, here's a big bad wolf for you. Very easy to do. Now, this guy's jaw was really easy to make because all I did was take one of these capsules and kind of soft selected and crushed it down. And there's nothing special here. I didn't have to attach any vertices or anything like that because you can see it's just hinged just in the same way that you would hinge one of the arms or the legs or anything like that. All right, easy peasy, added a few things. These aren't even attached. They're just put on. The ears too are its own little separate thing. You see it was a cone that I just pushed and pulled around a little bit. Okay, I even made a kitty cat because I was saying you could make an animal that was, you know, on 4 legs. Now here, I've animated the kitty cat, and about the only thing with this, let's go ahead and drag a marquee around these guys so you can see the little keyframes here, is that I staggered it, you know, so I've got these legs here coming in while the opposite legs go out. And I did the exact same way. You know, it's just first I made both sets of legs coming in, and I made both sets of legs going out, and then I just grabbed one side just in the exact same way as I did the walk on my little blocky Fred figure, and then just move them over, shift copy to a little set to the beginning, done. That's all there is to it. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to just make up your own little blocky character and then just kind of pose them in some way. Here we go. Here we go here, and maybe we'll go here. All right. Oh, by the way, tail has a bend modifier on it. Really, really easy to do. Okay, yeah, well, we covered that when we covered the hands and the thumbs. And if I wanted the tail going this way, that's fine. If I wanted it going the other way, here, where it says direction, maybe I want it going this way. All right, now it's going this way. Easy peasy. And anyways, so take a picture. You only have to make one blocky, but hey, make a couple. Why not? They're kind of fun. And then go ahead and got my render set up here. And of course, it's going to be HD TV, and it's going to be that medium resolution. And you're going to render it. And you're going to save it to the T drive and into art and into here. And let's see, we'll have a folder here. So Project 3C, My Blocky. And so let me see, that will be Kuhn and Robert. So your name, period number, project 3C, My Blocky. And just save it as a JPEG. And that's it. You're done.